Hidalgo County sits in New Mexico's Boot Heel, wedged between Mexico and Arizona. The county shares 87 miles of its boundary with Mexico, and there are no border walls here.
We have to get the word out that we have a crisis here.
When ranchers who live in the Boot Heel learned we were in the area, they formed an impromptu town hall to tell us what they are seeing.
It's not getting any better, it's getting worse, and now there's an influx of people, so we know something's going to happen every day we go out.
Is there anybody here who's been victimized by who you think is an undocumented immigrant?
Well, we've had a vehicle stolen.
They've had bundles of weed, coke, and carrying heavy artillery.
The worst part of it is we had an employee kidnapped. And that was probably the worst night of my entire life until we got him back.
It's getting to the point where these confrontations are getting more and more aggressive and more violent.
Here's the problem as they see it. Right now, I am in Mexico, and what separates this country from our country is this barbed wire fence. So obviously, if somebody had an interest in crossing into the United States, it's really not all that difficult. And believe it or not, this is actually a gate that opens, and it's held together with some wire ties. And ranchers who live in this area say this gate is frequently opened so that drug smugglers can just drive their drugs right into the United States. Some of the border in Hidalgo County is separated by these Normandy barriers, but much of the international border is separated by barbed wire fence, and people are crossing them. Just last week, this group of 247 migrants turned themselves in near the Antelope Wells crossing. U.S. Customs and Border Protection stated unscrupulous, organized smugglers are exploiting the Boot Heel area and the proximity to the border to move large groups of people. 2 nights after that, Customs and Border Protection sent us this night video showing migrants jumping over the Normandy barriers. For the ranchers, it's the drug smugglers that cause the real problems.